तस्मीति च याचते अभयं सर्वभूतेभ्यो ददम्येतद्व्रतं मम. I remove all fears of all beings, even if they come to me only once and seek my refuge, calling themselves as mine. This is my work. Verse taken from Ramayana, Sri Ramchandra's work. Throughout the Gita, there is a ringing note that surrender and devotion are absolutely necessary for the attainment of God consciousness. In reality, the 9 modes of devotion, that is the Navavidha Bhakti, are reducible to one, that is Atmanivedan. The following Gita shlokas will impress on your mind the importance of devotion and self-surrender. Tameva sharanam gaccha sarvabhavena bharata tatprasadat param shantim sthanam prapsyasi shashvatam. Flee unto him for shelter with all thy being, O Bharata. By his grace you shall obtain supreme peace and the everlasting dwelling place. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma sucha. Abandoning all duties, come unto me alone for shelter. Grieve not. I will liberate thee from all sins. Shlokas 65 and 66 of chapter 18 are the most important shlokas of the Gita. The gist of teaching of Lord Krishna is here. If anyone can live in the true spirit of these shlokas, he will realize the goal of his life soon, and there is no doubt about this. The self-surrender must be total, ungrudging and unreserved. You must not keep certain desires for gratification. Meera says, I have given my whole heart, mind and intellect, soul, my everything to my Giridhar Gopal. This is perfect self-surrender. A real devotee will not ask God even for liberation. So long as the subtle desire for liberation lingers in one's heart, he cannot claim himself to be a true devotee of the Lord. Though the desire for emancipation is of sattvic nature, yet the devotee has become a slave of mukti. He is still selfish and so is unfit to call himself a sincere lover of God. He has not yet made the total unreserved self-surrender. To ask for mukti is a variety of hypocrisy. Can a true devotee dare ask anything from God when he fully knows that he is an ocean of love and compassion? A real devotee never complains anything against God. A raw bhakta may speak ill of God when he is in distress. He may say, I have done 25 lakhs of japa, I am studying Bhagavad Gita daily, yet God is not pleased with me. He has not removed my sufferings. God is blind. He has not heard my prayers. What sort of God is Lord Krishna? I have no faith in him. But a real bhakta rejoices in suffering, pain and destitution. He welcomes grief and sorrow always so that he may not forget God even for a second. He has the firm belief that God does everything for his good only. Kunti Devi prayed to Krishna, O Lord, give me pain always, then only I'll remember thee. In Puri, a saint who completely dedicated himself to Lord Hari was seriously ailing from chronic dysentery. He became quite helpless. Lord Jagannath was serving him for months in form of a servant. The law of Prarabdha is inexorable. Nobody can escape from the operation of this infallible law. The Lord did not want the bhakta to take another birth for the exhaustion of his Prarabdha. So he is devoted to suffer from this ailment. This was his karmic purgation, but he himself served the devotee as the devotee had completely surrendered to the Lord. Look at the unbound mercy of the Lord. He becomes a slave of his devotee when they entirely depend upon him. Self-surrender does not mean retirement into forests. It does not mean giving up of all activities. Tamas or inertia is mistaken for self-surrender. This is a sad mistake. What is wanted is internal surrender, that is, the ego and desire must be annihilated. This will constitute real surrender. The Rajasic mind stands obstinate to effect complete self-surrender. Obstinacy is a great obstacle in surrender. The lower nature again and again raises up to assert itself. There is resurrection of desires. Desires get suppressed for some time, again they come up with redoubled force. Man is dragged here and there by these desires. Believe in divine possibilities. Completely dedicate yourself to Lord. Have full faith in Him, full trust in Him. Rest in peace. All cares, worries, anxieties, tribulations, and egoistic efforts will terminate now. Look at Prahlada's surrender and faith in God. He completely resigned himself to Lord Hari. No other thought save the thoughts of God occupied his mind. He had his full grace and benediction even though he was ill-treated by his father in a variety of ways. He was hurled down from top of a cliff. He was trampled by elephant. He was poisoned. He was thrown into the sea with the legs tied by iron chains. Cobras were thrown all over him. His nose was filled with poisonous gases. He was thrown over fire. Boiled oil was poured over his head. Yet his faith in Narayana was not shaken a bit. The name of Narayana was always on his lips. Such must be the faith of every devotee. The lower nature must be thoroughly overhauled. All old wrong habits must be completely destroyed. Then the surrender becomes complete. Do not make plans and speculations. Sufficient for the day is evil thereof. Keep the mind and the intellect passive. Allow the divine will and grace to work through your mind and indriyas. Become silent. Feel His grace and love and enjoy the divine ecstasy. Be at ease. Pray to God frequently. O Lord, make my will strong to resist all temptations, to control my indriyas and lower nature, to change my old habits and to make my surrender complete and real. Enthrone yourself in my heart. Do not leave this place even for a second. Use my body, mind, organs as instruments. Make me fit to dwell in Thee forever. All ideas of duties and responsibility. Allow the divine will to work unhampered now. This is the secret of surrender. You will feel yourself a changed being. This exalted state is ineffable. A great transformation will come upon you. You will be enveloped by a halo of divine effulgence. You will be drowned in indescribable bliss, peace, and joy. Your old little self is dead now. You are now a changed spiritual being. Your individual will is merged in the cosmic will. You are now illumined by divine light. All ignorance has melted now. Enjoy the immortal divine life wherein there is neither despair nor fear, neither hunger nor thirst, neither doubt nor delusion. Shine in divine splendor and glory.